Fire!
So we're going to be talking about the greatest gift that LarryLurr ever gave to me, alright? And this is going to sound kind of weird, I guess, but I still don't know why he did this. Or why he didn't do this. So we're going to throw this all the way back to Super Splat Bros. This is a vanilla Smash. This is before any updates happened ever. So, in this patch, Pichu was widely just decided upon as the best character. Obviously the smallest character, had really small hurt boxes. The damage that he did to himself, or she did to herself, was borderline nothing compared to the damage output. Forward tilt killed. A lot of people forget that. Forward tilt was a ridiculous move that just killed at 90. You got hit at the ledge, just died. It's frame 5, it started combos, it tripped, it killed. At 2 frames. It was ridiculous, right? It did that. Like, bro, they just die. Alright. But yeah, widely decided as the best character in the entire game. And this is Grand Finals. LarryLurr's on the loser's side, right? And I know this is kind of a lot of a lead up, but LarryLurr, let me skip ahead in this because we're not going to watch this entire thing. We'll skip ahead to... This is game 4 of the first set of Grand Finals. And as you can see, LarryLurr is up 2-1. And it is about to be a reset as Vanilla Falco. For anyone that doesn't know, Falco's side B was frame 18. Down tilt was frame 10. The angle that it sent at was trash, so you couldn't get combos with it and it barely killed. Downer had more landing leg, and Nair had a smaller hitbox at the end. So all around, Falco was considerably worse compared to now, and Pichu was considerably way better compared to now. And the fact that LarryLurr won this set, he won the first set in Grand Finals, sending this into a reset, was pretty ridiculous. Also at this time as well, a couple of other players, some of them just thought it was cap, I guess. Like, Leffen put out a tier list saying Falco is probably the best character in the game. And a lot of people were like, there's literally no chance, and Leffen just kind of says stuff, so sure. Not my words, other people's words. So no one really believed him, but then people saw this, and like, oh shit, maybe Falco's actually kind of sick out here, because he just took on a top player. Like, Void is not like just some guy, everyone knows who Void is, and he's playing considerably, or arguably, just agreed upon the best character in the game at the time, being Pichu. And we had a reset, and I'm pretty sure that this entire set goes to game 8 before ultimately, yes, Void does win. So now you have Pichu, who is even better than Pikachu in Smash 4 now in this game against Falco, who is better than Falco in Smash 4, but still a horrible matchup. And you have LarryLurr almost win. This is a huge tournament at the time. I think the pot for this was $15,000, which is for Smash, that's kind of a lot, especially considering this wasn't Super Smash Con or Evo or Genesis or anything anything of that size. And like I said, he almost wins. Yeah, he ends up losing the entire tournament overall on the loser side of Grand Finals after sending Void to losers. He ends up losing the set 3-1. But in my opinion, I feel like LarryLurr lost because he just got tired. He didn't really do anything wrong, except for at one point, Void just somehow goes sicko mode, on the last game, which is this game. Goes absolutely sicko mode and just wins. He just goes crazy. And congrats to Void on that. But I feel like LarryLurr just was doing so well, but having to do the reset and go through loser's side and make it all the way here is just a lot of playing. And he just kind of got tired, Not really his fault, kind of is what it is. Competing is incredibly taxing as it is. And you have to fight freaking Pichu for 8 games, bruh. Void's Pichu at that, now this is kind of happening. It's okay, this is what I mean by Void just kind of went sicko mode. And it's kind of is what it is. He's playing against the best character in the game. But how is this a gift to me? How is this a gift from LarryLurr to me? The gift in itself, let me pause this here. The gift to me is that somehow, LarryLurr, the face of Falco for a very long time, in Brawl and in Smash 4, and at the beginning of Ultimate right here, doing so incredibly well, he just decides, I'm just gonna drop Falco. And he just drops Falco. It's like, what the hell? He just drops Falco. He's like, I'm gonna play Fox and Wolf instead. And I get it. I get it. Because Wolf also was insane at the beginning of this game. He was getting kills with down smash at the ledge at like 45. The character was beyond broken. And that's just kind of what it was. Like, Falco was okay. Everyone was still trying to figure out the game, so no one could really decide for sure if Falco was the best spacey, even a good character at all. Sure. But the fact that LarryLurr put on a performance as good as he possibly did in this tournament, and then just dropped Falco, for me is insane. But it was a huge gift, and I'm going to get to that now as to why it was a gift, because if he didn't drop Falco, and he stuck with Falco, even if he lost the set still, let's say he lost the set but stayed with Falco, and he's labbing Falco and playing Falco on stream all the time, and with putting out guides and all that other good stuff, I feel like he would have been the face of Falco 10,000 times more than me. And I feel like Meta Smash almost wouldn't have even existed to the degree that it does. And I can confidently say that because for a very, very long time, even with Kofi and with Juice and with Tilde and with Active and all these other Falco players on the come up, or like starting to make a name as far as being one of the best Falcos, especially Kofi at the beginning, nobody thought that they were the best player. No one thought any of those guys were the best Falco player. Everyone thought LarryLurr is the best Falco player, period, for a super long time because of this tournament. This was one of the reasons. So it's like, you think Falco, you automatically think LarryLurr. Also, he has the past or the history with the other games and stuff like that. But it was like, that's just who he is. Falco, like, you think Falco is LarryLurr, right? And then when he dropped him, it's like, wow, the door's just kind of wide open here. So I started putting up videos and stuff like that. My first video, and I'll show you it, it's pretty cringe. So this was the very first Falco video I ever made. This was offline as well. I was playing with a friend. Some of these examples, for example, this was just playing offline with a friend. And this video was my very first Falco guide ever. And it exploded. At the time, like when I put this out, I think within like 2 or 3 days, it had about 34 or 35,000 views, which is insane because when I put this out, the channel, I think we had less than 50 subs. We had less than 50 subs, and this video had over 30,000 views, which is insane. So the reason why that happened is because there was nothing else. There was literally nothing else. You type in Smash Ultimate Falco how to play or Smash Ultimate Falco guide, and there was literally nothing. It was just this. There was no Japanese players that did anything, like even a small Japanese YouTuber. There was no other pro players. Like Kofi didn't do any, or Juice didn't do any, LarryLurr didn't do any. Like, nope, there's just none. So because, and I say specifically LarryLurr, didn't stick with Falco and be like, I'm just gonna put out a guide. It could be the worst guide ever, but I'm just gonna do it. Because if he did that, this guide would have got zero traction, and a lot of people would have just never found my channel. Like right now, I think this video has 75,000 views. 75,000 views, and I put it out in the first month. And just for context,
you'll notice that I can very easily track where Richter is going in the air with the left stick while
also that mic is cringe. I want to die. Okay.
still using my fast fall ability to get back to the ground and continue.
Like, why would I put that in? That's so fake.
Track where Richter is going in the air with the
like almost none of that was
left
true.
stick while still using my fast fall ability to get back to the
Why'd I do that dare?
ground.
Oh god. Essentially one of the lines I put in here, I think it's towards the end.
This is not a true combo bit. If you take a look at the combo counter on the right side, you'll notice that this is not a true combo, but all of this is extremely difficult to escape. So my suggestion is to not try and
That didn't even fast fall.
memorize the combos that I did, because to be honest, I'm not even sure exactly what I did.
that's some solid advice. Don't memorize the combos that I did, because honestly I don't even know what I did. Oh man, but it's true. At the time I didn't know what the hell I did. I just did something, like, all right, this did a good amount of damage, I guess. I'll just put this out. Didn't fast fall between combos. Didn't even make sure the combos were even remotely true. But like I said, it's the fact that there was nothing else. I literally just said, like, this whole portion is just considered juggling, right? Aerial strings, juggling. And because I knew how toxic the community was as far as saying, what? That's not a true combo. Leave. I just call it aerial strings and juggling because then you can't say it's not a true combo, it doesn't count. And even to this day, that's still how it is. I honestly do feel like if LarryLurr stuck with Falco from the beginning of time and put out videos all the time, as far as guides or just stuff from stream or whatever, my channel would barely exist. It would barely exist. And so look at this, 75,000 views 2 years ago. LarryLurr's guide, 94,000 1 year ago. The fact that these are even remotely close at all is staggering to me. Because like I said, those 75,000 views should have gone to him, really, if he actually stuck with this. Maybe not all the views, but you get what I'm saying. A lot more than what had happened. And I almost guarantee you that this actually a year later is definitely, I guarantee that this guide is much better than mine at the time, but mine just was the only one. Also, I think at the time, at the beginning of Smash Ultimate, Larry's channel had around, I want to say 16,000 subs. 16 or like around maybe 20,000 subs. So he's almost as far along as I am now. It's just crazy to think how that small decision changed it, or changed the trajectory of a lot. Also, this is another thing that happened as well. Let me see. We're going way back in the archives right now.
What about the bird? Okay, I fucking fooled you guys. I said Simon and Richter was the best character. But I think Falco's the best character. I think Richter and Simon are more useful characters to pick up. But I think Falco is the best character. Like, if you only get to play one character, I think Falco's probably the best character.
A lot of people have not seen this. This is the first tier list ever from Leffen on Smash Ultimate.
I would still recommend most people to...
You know what's crazy? It's just this whole tier list as a whole. Like, of course, there's been a lot of balance patches, but like, it's just weird to see some of this stuff, bro. Like, who's super out of place? Bowser and E tier, bro. Wario, actually, he has him down here because he doesn't know. He doesn't know what to say for Wario. Olimar, also E tier. ZSS, D tier, bro. Snake, C tier. Like, all this, it just seems wrong. Peach, C tier, bro. But like, this is actually insane too. But these characters are brand new at the time, right? These are like essentially DLC because they came with the game for the first time ever, right? So basically DLC, so no one really knows. Basically DLC, so no one really knows. Basically DLC. This character, this was even without, like, this, he made this tier list before people realized how broken Inkling's roller was. Like, before the roller or nerf happened, which is crazy.
He's not good. And his moves have lag, like his forward has lag, even though everyone has like no lag. He just feels very, like, okay-ish, but at best.
And then I have like a little montage that happens. So, for anyone who lives under a goddamn rock, that was Zero's voice basically saying that Falco is trash. And then, like, I made the video called Leffen was right about Falco because he literally just put out that tier list. And once again, there was no footage of Falco anywhere. Like, even like when the game first came out, I was looking around for a long time trying to see like people playing like an unreleased version of Smash and like seeing Falco in quick play just to see how fast he moved and to see what his moves were like and see what his frame data looked like and his jump height and his combos. There was zero, literally none. Like, this was one character. He wasn't even at the he wasn't even at E3. At E3 you couldn't even play as Falco, like when the game first came out. So there's just nothing. So as soon as I saw all that stuff, I'm like, okay, whether or not LarryLurr or anybody, like, I put this out before LarryLurr was even, like, this happened before Super Splat Bros happened, and I just put out videos. And if you notice, I even put, like, for extra credibility, featuring myself, because everyone needs to look up to a good player to actually take some credibility seriously as far as someone proving a point. So I couldn't just be like, oh, I'm just some Joe Schmo player. Whether or not I was good or not, I was okay. At the time, I was okay. But yeah, it was more so just putting out a video on Falco, and there was nothing else out there. Not, like, right now, 40,000 views. This video also, December. This came out in the first month. We didn't even have 100 subs. And these videos are blowing up. Like, this one was before, like, this was not the gift that LarryLurr gave, but this was kind of the lead up to at least give me a chance to where there was just nothing. It was just a wasteland, right? Like, I don't know. Maybe Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm fairly certain that LarryLurr didn't put out any guides or any videos. If I go like this, this is gonna be tragic. Smash 4 for days. But they have one video Falco right here, 15,000, right? Then you have 8K, 14K. Let's talk about Fox once again, his main. This one, huge. Fox, huge, right? Falco again. And here's what you see, the jumps going back and forth. People cared about the mains that he was going to play, and the fact that Falco was considered more of an underdog character, because Falco's typically always been worse than Fox in most games. Like Smash 4, definitely worse. Melee, it's kind of a toss-up for either or. I don't really know a ton about Brawl to say who's better. I think Falco actually is better in Brawl, so there is that. But then in Ultimate, a lot of people are saying, like, Falco's not going to be that good. So that was a big chance to be like, I'm a pro player, like LarryLurr saying, I'm a pro player. I'm just going to play this character and prove that this character is good. And it would have been absolutely free views. Like, this video did really well as well. 2 years ago, just playing on stream, right? Right here, 30,000 views for Falco again. Here's a Falco video right here. Of course, yeah, that's the thing that's crazy. Over the course of a year, he dropped 1, 2, 3, 4, like 3.5. I don't know when this one came out exactly, but 3.5 videos on Falco. That's it. Basically 4, I guess. But these ones are pretty short. 4 videos on Falco, and I dropped like 30. And I feel like if he just did more of Falco, like he didn't do. Like, I'm not saying he didn't do content. He definitely did content. He's doing a shit ton of stuff, right? Like this goes on for a while. He did do a lot, but then you see after a while, it's like, oh shit. Like Falco, 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 Falco. It's like, yeah, if this happened early, I don't know if I'd exist. Yeah, more Falco, Falco. Falco's in every thumbnail pretty much. Falco, 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 bruh. Falco, bruh. Yeah. The key is timing. If there's anything to take away from this, the key is timing. Hands down. But yeah, I think it's crazy how that worked out, because it was literally just a small decision made on his part to say, I'm just gonna not play Falco for like 2 years. And honestly, it still worked out. Like from a competitive standpoint, it probably was the right decision to not struggle with Falco, because he got a chance to fight MKLeo, and he won. He beat MKLeo's Joker with Wolf, right? And I'm not saying he couldn't have done it with Falco, but who's to say he would have even got the chance? Because Falco, back in the day, even to this day, still gets cheesed so easy by so many characters. Like, especially before the buffs, like, bruh. Pain. Lots of pain. But yeah, it was crazy out here. Yeah, I guess that's what it is. Long story short, if LarryLurr decided to not drop Falco after that Super Splat Bros tournament, Meta of Smash would probably be a channel with 7K subs. Like, that's kind of just what it is. Because even just like the motivation I would have had might have just been a lot less. Right? Where I put out a video and it's like, this video does trash consistently. And then, like, even with Nail the Trick, the first Nail the Trick that I ever did was a Falco Nail the Trick, right? Yeah, when it boils down to it, it's 100% right time, right place, right character.